A 4.99 interest rate in today's market sounds great, right? Is it too good to be true? I'd say not so fast. Let's take a look at it. So here's what I want to do today. I want to have a little fun. You're seeing it everywhere. Builders are saying, hey, here's 10,000, here's 20,000, here's 30, here's 40. Hey, we've got a 4.99 interest rate. Here, take our money, take our house. Is it legit? Is it the thing to do? Is it, how do we deal with it, and what does it actually mean? So I want to do something fun today. My name is Zach. We haven't met before. I sell real estate here in DFW, specifically new construction real estate. So talk to builders all the time, every day with clients, look at deals, evaluate properties, and see what incentives we see in the market. So I have fallen deep down the rabbit hole of like reaction type videos. So I want to do the exact same thing with you guys. I'm gonna look through a couple different websites and see what we look at from builders and react to those incentives that we see. We're gonna talk about them, why they're good, why they might be bad, why you might want to avoid them, and what it might look like in some payment scenarios as we're seeing these, right? So we've seen builders for the longest time doing various different closing cost incentives, right? Whether it's closing costs, interest rate buy downs, included appliances. We'll talk about what's good, what's bad, and just give you some honest reaction opinion, because we're in a new quarter and so things are changing. And so I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna start somewhere fun. Let's just leave it at that. Savings madness. Here we go, score. So this one is, I'm kind of hiding the screen. I can't see it. And I'm gonna show you the builder here in a second. Here we go, promotional FHA loan program with temp rate buy down at a 2.99 rate year one and 3.99 for the life of the loan. $50,000 in price reductions, a washer or a refrigerator and window blinds, and a garage door opener, because we don't give you a garage door opener anymore. What? Can I tell you who it is? I'll show you. I'm gonna move my big old head out of the way. And here's my reaction on this one. Savings madness. And that one is Lennar. And we're gonna give this like 30 seconds and then we're gonna move on. You couldn't give me enough money to buy this house. Like, you could say, here, buy it. Take the 2.99 rate, year one, 3.99. We're gonna give you a price reduction because it's a freaking Matchbox and window blinds and a garage door opener, because we don't include those anymore. So we'll give it to you, and I would run to freaking. We're not even gonna do that. So I can't even believe I gave them the time of day, but I thought it'd be fun to start there. Let's do another one. Let's go look. So one of the builders I sell a lot of homes with is Trophy Homes. So Trophy is a production style builder here in DFW. They have a massive land position. They are getting incredibly aggressive with their sales. A little bit more of a modern take. They sell a bunch of inventory, and let's see what they're. So what do we got here? Down at the bottom, learn more. Here we go. Pick your savings. 4.99 fixed interest rate. Now, I do like this, and you're seeing a lot of builders advertising this and putting it out there. So 4.99 rate, or I love the or $20,000 in closing cost and a refinance for 3 years. So lock in now, refinance later. Offer available on select homes, and they're always running something like this, which I think is a huge win. So this is in a couple of their communities here. We keep scrolling down. If you wanted paint a tree rate starting at $3.99 or up to $40,000 in savings, $70,000 your way. I like that. Washer, dryer, fridge in Elevon, and saying, hey, maybe we can do some of these other things. But I want to point you down here to some of the fine print, because you'll see these things and you're like, Zach, is it too good to be true? Is it not? Like, here's the thing. It is not too good to be true. These are legitimate offers. We are like, and this is not like just Trophy or anybody. These are legitimate offers. There are qualifications that you have to meet to get them, as far as like credit scores, down payments, things like that. And it might vary slightly, right? So you're not going to be able to get it exactly the way you see it, and it might vary slightly, but these are legitimate. I do this all day, every day with clients all the time, and these offers, this is how people are buying homes in this market. When we see interest rates in the high 6s and 7s, this is how we're making those things happen. So yes, these are legitimate, but I want to take you back and show you, I'll read you a little bit of the fine print back on that screen. It says all financing incentives are valid using our preferred mortgage lender, which is going to be standard language for every builder. So you pick your option there. However, they must use the preferred lender to you don't have to use a preferred lender to purchase the home, but to get the promotion, you do. Primary residence only, blah, 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 blah. And then go down to that second paragraph. It says, these are the rates provided, offer available on inventory homes set to close on or before this date. And they just constantly update that. So depending on when you're seeing this video, you're going to see them constantly update it. And for newly written contracts based on this date here, for 30-year loan on a 450 home, 10% down payment with a 720 FICO score, a note rate of 5.99. It shows you the principal, the interest, the payment. This is not including your taxes, which if you're in North Texas, you're going to have higher property tax rates. Or you could look at a FHA loan with 3.5% down and a 680 credit score with a note rate of 4.99. Monthly buy down and principal and interest calculated 4.99, subject to change or be discontinued at any time. Information only. So this is a real, I think this is a good offer, especially from a builder like Trophy. So again, I think personally speaking, if your budget is underneath probably, let's call it 500 or 525, maybe 475, I think Trophy is one of those options that I would take a look at. If your budget exceeds that, there are definitely places where I would look, even in a little bit, assuming you have things in that area. I think the value is there in that price range, but I think once you exceed that, there are builders that I prefer to work with more. But just being honest on that end, but 4.99 or a $20,000 closing incentive, I like it. Big fan of that one, and can get behind the builder. The other one we look at, let's just go see, because I don't know what they've updated theirs to, is our friends over at the Meritage Homes. So you'll see Trophy and Meritage oftentimes in the same subdivisions, especially here in DFW. They've got a lot going on together, and very, very similar in style and design. Meritage takes on that a little bit more of that traditional look. Trophy takes on a little bit more of the modern look. But here we go. Live your dreams. Live your dreams. Save some green. Somebody in marketing is having fun on that one. What are they doing? Make today the day you stop delaying through the end of the April. And again, always advertising stuff like this. A fixed rate of 4.99 on select homes. Terms and conditions apply. Is that all y'all are advertising for reals? Come on, guys. So Meritage is one of those ones. They typically do a constant rolling, 4.99 rate. They might be able to kick in some closing costs. I like it. Again, same sentiment as Trophy. If your budget extends above, almost 500, I think I would look at a couple other options. But if you're trying to get into the market and you're comparing Trophy and Meritage versus a Lennar, I would 100% go Trophy and Meritage over Lennar. 10 out of 10 times, it's not even a question in my book on whether we should do that or not. Take your money and run and go do that. All right, let's find another builder. Let's just go look and see. Let's check Perry. Let's see. Not Hillstead, but just Perry in general. Ooh, okay. So Perry says save up to $35,000 your way. I don't want y'all to know my location. So I like these offers too. These are good. $35,000 up to, and there's that key phrase in there, that up to, right? Save up to $35,000 your way. I'm torn. On the one hand, I like the interest rate promo offers a ton. I think they drive a lot of traffic, they drive a lot of business because it's easy to see. On the other hand, putting a dollar amount to it feels good too, and I could structure the deal the way that I want to, in a way that makes sense for me, because ultimately the way I think about these things is I want you to control the asset for as little of your money out of pocket, and I want you to maximize the way we can use that incentive. So when the builder says, hey, you've got a pocket of flex cash to work with, I think it might be a good idea. I could be swayed either way. Again, also convinced I like the interest rate promos if we can get them, but the challenge on those oftentimes is we see that when they do those promos, they run out quickly, and so it very much becomes like a time is of the essence. We got to move and groove. $35,000 your way. Let's see. Let's see. What are the details? What we got? Low interest rate or design center allowance. So they're talking about this on builds and a price reduction. And there's probably also a little bit more that you could get in that offer. But they're showing, hey, we're starting at $35,000. So let's see on their fine print what we got. Subject to change without any notice. Spring sales event, not to exceed $35,000 with a Closing cost, this also includes incentives from their lenders, you know, $5,400 there, $1,500 there if you take that one. Design center allowance or price reductions will be determined at time of contract and cannot be combined with other incentives. It might be able to, just depends, you gotta ask. But this is what they're advertising. You know, not bad. And I think Perry builds a solid quality home in a bunch of different neighborhoods at a bunch of different price points. They are local to Texas. So this one I could get behind. Let's check another builder I like. Let's just see what our friends at Bloomfield are doing, because they are ones, sometimes they don't advertise what their incentives are. So let's see if they're even advertising right now. Anything? 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 No. So they're interesting to me. I kind of wish they would advertise it, but I understand why they don't. Bloomfield is very much like, it is centric to community, and the sales reps in those communities have a lot of autonomy on how they advertise and market homes, how they incentivize homes. So it doesn't surprise me that they're not showing any one advertisement on their website. I wish they were, but solid option builder, local Texas builder in a ton of different communities. Look at this. So all across the Metroplex, across all different price points, easily, even though they're not advertising an incentive, I would look at Bloomfield. I do think their style is a little bit more traditional, but their quality and their customer service is where we want it to be. Let's see who else is around here that we could take a look at. Let's see, we did Perry, we did Meritage, we did Trophy, we did Bloomfield. Oh, I did a contract with them weekly recently. Let's see what our friends over at David are doing. What they're rocking with. Everybody's kind of doing the same thing right now. Market promotions and offers. Limited time incentives. Let's learn more. Shall we? We shall. Buy now, get more. 4.99 year one. So they're doing this as a 1.0 buy down. So I would guess it's probably, yep, 4.99 year one, and then a 5.99 fixed rate. So this is right under the market rate. Not a bad deal. So you're getting that 1.0 buy down on a home. Let's actually take a look at this and see. Purchase a home and close on select move and inventory. They're moving quick, and they're going to keep advertising stuff like this. This is the seasonality that we're in. So let's go see what this would look like on a house. So what is that? A 5.99 fixed with a 4.99 first. First year. So quick move-ins. Let's go see what we got. So the way that this is loading, the way that they are doing this, so what they're doing is they're buying your rate down to that 5.99 for the fixed price for the fixed time of the loan, and then giving you an additional buy down, and they're basically putting that money kind of in like a savings account to give you the opportunity to have a lower payment the first 12 payments. So let's just go Terrace. Oh no, that's a new community. We just dropped a video there. They don't have anything on the ground completed yet. Let's see if there's another Creekshaw. So Creekshaw's got something. So let's just go see quick move-ins. This is Roy City. So 4.99, 5.99. So at let's check this one. 379.9, 2,100 square feet. That's what we're working with. So at 379, let's go check. Let me get my calculator out. So 379. Let's just call it. Let's see if we can let's call it 375, and we're doing an FHA. We're going to go 3.5% down, and we said, hey, it's going to be 5.99 year one. Tax rate, I think for that neighborhood is close to like 2.4, so we're going to leave that there. And then we'll do it that way. I'm guessing before I hit compute, it's still probably going to be over $3,000 a month. 3.5% down. Yep, rough math. See that right there? I'll show you. Roughly estimating $3,200 a month in mortgage payments, including principal, interest, taxes. That's we're estimating. But here's what happens. So that $3,200. The first year when we get that buy down to a 4.99, we're right at 3,000. Again, rough estimation, just looking at that. So that's why builders are doing these incentives, right? Like ultimately they want to move homes, they want to get people into houses, and they're doing these things to help entice exactly that, right? So not a bad deal, and Weekly builds a solid quality home. Let's see, because I know who else is in that neighborhood. Let's check our friends over at the K-Hovs. K-Hovnanian. Dallas Fort Worth. Ooh, what we got? Every home sold and closed by May 30th. Look at that. I like the epic savings. Okay, so KHOV is an interesting one for me. They've come to more of, I feel like it's more, a lot of their styling is kind of farmhousey style. So like if you like that, I think that's one of the things in their catalog that does really well. So you can find them in a couple different communities. They have a varying price point, a little bit bigger national builder. I've had a few people buy from them in DFW and we've had a solid experience. So year one, 2.99, year two, 3.99, and then a locked rate for the life of the loan at 4.99. So let's look at what homes we could find that might work for that. Let's see. Kramer at the park coming soon. Okay, so what was it again? It was 293949. Whoo! Okay, let's go up to our friends let's go to Elvon, because they do a lot of really cool stuff in this neighborhood. They've got some of the largest lots out here. So let's see what, and this is going to be a little bit more expensive. So let's just see. So advertising it again. Now show me a quick move-in home. Let's figure that one out. Okay, so they're estimating the monthly payment at $4,000 a month for this. So 3,600 square feet. So 4-bed. See, that says 2-car garage. They got it tagged wrong. It's 3. There's clearly three cars right there. Let's just check this house. So it's got the beams. It's got their kind of modern-y farmhouse look. Can we see the floor plan? So 3-car garage, home office, and this has got that extra suite plus. So if you've got older parents that you're having to move back into your house, KHOV is one of the few builders that I know of in DFW doing these next gen style homes. So that gives you, and then this massive great room, dining room, primary suite, and then second floor. Can we go there? We can. Let's go there. 2 more bedrooms and then a loft upstairs. So this house they have listed, they've dropped it from $656. They have it at $630. Let's go do the same math. So $630 on a purchase price. They're getting to $4,000 a month. I don't know. Let's just see. So $630, and we're just going to keep it with the FHA. We're going to 3.5% down, and we're going to say it was 2.99 on year one. So 2.99, same tax rate. Oh, we gotta switch to conventional. That's right. I'm done. All right, FHA. We gotta go conventional. So 5% down. It'd help if Zach could do math. And I'll tell you, I'm not a mortgage lender, just a real estate agent. So this is all estimations. Let's actually do it. Can we do it this way? Buy down calculator. Based on a 2.1. Okay, so theirs is on a 2.99 with 3% down. Year two is 3.99. Okay, so yeah, they're getting close. So 2.99. At 630, let's see if we can do the same math. Yep, 3.5% down. Switch to FHA. Okay, yeah. I mean, I think their math is good. So I love seeing this 3-2-1 buy down scenario. So the 2.99, 3.99, 4.99, and then that fixed rate that we were seeing. So 2.99. This is probably my favorite one so far. 2, 9, 3, 4, and fixed. Now on something like this, I will tell you, you're not gonna get additional closing costs. So your lender fees, your doc fees, your title fees, you're probably not gonna be able to get that on top of everything that they're doing right here. But the aggressiveness on this to try and move homes, this is a win in my book. So we did those. Let's go see KHOV. We talked about, so this builder is not, if you're looking for this next one, first time home, like trying to get in and maximize your square footage space, this might be the builder for you. You're gonna lose out on a lot of features, but you're gonna get a lot of square footage for your money. 4.9 rate and closing cost on the Lone Star sales event. So we got this one up to $15,000 in San Antonio. We don't care about San Antonio. I mean, it's cool, it's fine. 4,999 in Houston. And then let's do the Dallas Fort Worth one. So grab your boots, a 4.99 rate on select homes, same thing, and not giving us any closing costs. So why are y'all giving closing costs in San Antonio, but not Dallas? Come on, guys. So let's look in, where do we want to live with History Maker? So again, I told you, more of a first time style home, similar, feelings in terms like, hey, I think across a certain budget threshold, there's other options I would take a look at. So if we wanted to be, let's just say you wanted to be in a Godly Ranch in Godly. So starting at 273, and you're like, Zach, where is Godly? And I'm like, Zach, don't even know. Can I find out where Godly is? Okay, south of Fort Worth. So if you want to be south of Fort Worth, why did I click on that one? I don't even know. I don't know that we're gonna go back out there, so we'll back off that one. Let's pick a different area. I like Aubrey. Let's go up here to Aubrey. Let's go north. I do know where that is. So starting at 326 with a 4.99 rate. Hey, and this one, check it. This one's got plus closing costs on there as well. I do like that. So good option there. Let's go see, let's do some more of my favorite builders. Let's do this one. This is who we built with a couple years ago. And I always think they've got some really cool stuff going on. So let's see if we can get their closing. What are y'all doing, guys? Let's see, Dallas, show me. Pop up, give me a thing. Come on, give me a, ooh, there it is. Okay, look at that. So pick your perks. Love it when we have options. Love it when we have choices. So for a limited time on select inventory homes, and again, it's got a contract date on there. And depending on when you're seeing this video, I keep saying this, they're always going to change. So the best way to find out about this kind of stuff is for us to connect, and I'll walk you through this exact process. So on select inventory homes, you can get a 299 rate with a 321 buy down. So again, like we saw on the K-Hoff side, 299 year one, 399 year two, 499 year three, and then 5.99 fixed rate through the life of the loan. Or, I love the or option, receive a 5.99 fixed rate, and then you pick two options. So you've got 5.99 and closing cost, or 5.99 and a 3.99 rate with a 2-1 buy down, or an appliance package with a washer, dryer, and a fridge. I love seeing the options on stuff like this. It makes it like the way we can structure deals, so you're not gonna, these kind of things are costing builders tons and tons and tons and tons of money. So I love seeing them be aggressive to move inventory, especially from a builder that I love and I like to do a lot of business with. Their team is phenomenal. So them being aggressive and trying to move inventory as they are expanding here in DFW, they, I think, are up to, what is it, 18 communities now. So seeing them do this, let's just go take a look and see what we could see. So they've got some stuff down here in Rockwall. They're launching a brand new community. This is Park Hills. This is not gonna qualify for that. We've just covered that one. But final listen, keyword right here. When you see this right here on a builder's website, final opportunities, that means you need to strike while the iron is hot, because they want out of that neighborhood. Not telling you like they're gonna give you everything in the world. I am telling you that, like any builder, when they're final opportunities, they're trying to be gone, they got good deals that they want to make happen. So we got, let's see, quick move-ins. Okay, yeah, we know. So 299, yes. Let's look at this neighborhood. So we've got 684, and the other thing I like about this is, can we see, do I have the tax rate on here? HOA, nah. More builders need to put tax rates on neighborhoods. I think that should just be a thing, but I think this one's in like the low, like the high ones, low twos. Can we see? Let's check. Let's just check this house. 3,600 square feet in Rockwall. Is it going to show me what the tax rate is? It's not. But a Driscoll at 684 with that buy down. Can we check the other neighborhood and see if they've got their tax rate on there? Builders, put your tax rates. Okay, there it is. Let's run this neighborhood. Same concept. 1.565, and let's run an incentive deal on one of these quick move-ins. So this house right here is 717. We're gonna go purchase price. Get the calculator out. Buy down type 321 buy down. We got it listed at 717,990. We're putting a 5% down payment. We're buying down 5.99. Is that right? Oh wait, I gotta get the tax rate in there. Gotta give it to you right. Assumptions. There we go. Let's get that tax rate. So what was it again? 1.56 1.56. Y'all are seeing the math happen in real time. 1.56 on the tax rate. We're going to figure that money there because the insurance rates have gone up. And we said this was 717. And we're taking that 2-1. Got to make sure. Let's get the trigger again. Make sure we get the numbers right. We're taking that 3-2-1 buy down. Let's click on it again. Big old floor plan. Goodness. Okay. 3-2-1 buy down. And we're getting 5.99 on the rate. Let's see what we get to. So on a 299 year one payment is what I got right here. 299 all in principal and interest, roughly $5,000. Still a lot for some people. Up to 54 and then 58 and then finishing out right at about 62 with that 5.0 down. Golly, guys, that I love seeing stuff like this. So you guys being aggressive. So at 2.99 and then a fixed rate at 5.99, the aggressiveness from builders. And I showed you an expensive one. Like you don't have to do expensiveness, right? Like you could, they've got stuff in that 300-400 range, but showing you that in Rockwall where that tax rate is 1.56 is a winner. I keep saying that because people are like, why, Zach, why do you talk so much about Rockwall? Because the tax rates, you can't beat them. Prices are a little high, but tax rates, you can't beat Rockwall tax rates for some of these new neighborhoods. All right, let's do one more. Let's do a live reaction because I know they were changing theirs. Let's see what they changed theirs to. You can find a Highland home. I'm always a fan. If it fits your budget, your location, your price, we run with Highland. Dallas, Fort Worth, what do y'all got? Usually theirs is like, they usually put the number right here. So they're like, let's click on it and let's see. Fixed rate mortgage savings. What are y'all doing? Highland. 4.99 to 5.49 on a 30-year fixed rate. So oh wait, Zach's in the way. Like y'all can't even see that. All right, can y'all see that? Over here. 30-year, 4.99 fixed rate or 5.49 depending on what it is. Let's see, frequently asked questions. Ooh, let's read through them. How can they offer lower than market rates? So this is what I keep telling you on there. They're just putting it in writing. Special program made exclusively through their HHL customers. They're securing a lot of money, a block of money at a low rate, and they can lower their monthly payment and achieve more purchasing power. Yes, you can. These are significant rate cuts, which unlocks additional purchasing power. What's the catch? There is no catch. High quality savings on a great builder. Here's the summary. Similar things we've been looking at as before. Based on a conventional fixed rate loan with a forward commitment offer of 360 months, $500,000 loan at an interest rate of 4.99 with an APR at 5.031 makes that monthly payment not including taxes. You got to factor that in at $26.81, same rate at 5.49 at $28.35. These are subject to these rate pools. And again, here's your fine print. So you've got look at that. Credit score 740 and a down payment of 20% was assumed. Now this does not mean that is required. That just means that's what they're assuming for this scenario. And you could be able to get it with a lower down payment and a rate, lower down payment and a little bit lower credit score. It really just depends. The main thing is like, if you're thinking about something like this, we need to get in conversation, and then I need to connect you with a Highland lender or any of these builder lenders and start working through the actual numbers for what would make sense for you guys. So they're saying that. Let's see, Highland, what do y'all got on? What do y'all got? Y'all got anything good? So let's go to communities and see if we can find something from Highland that might make a little bit of sense. I wonder, so they just opened, no way. So they just opened a new section in Heartland with some of their model, with a new model and some quick move in inventory. Let's see what we got. Look at that. Highland home. 3-bed, 2-bath. Now, this is not like, you're not blowing the doors off of this. This is 1,500 square feet at 309. Listen, if you were looking in the Forney, Heartland area and you could find a Highland for this price, yes, I know it's small, but from the quality standpoint, I would consider jumping on it. 3.09, 385, 419, solid options down there in Heartland. If you were thinking, hey, what about, we were in this community the other day. What do they got going on down here? Ridge Crossing, y'all got anything good? Because I was down here, I love this community. So 550 617, 614 on a, so these two are some of my favorite one-story plans that Highland has in their catalog. So these would definitely qualify. This gets you down south Waxahachie on 70-foot lots. So this gives you, I love getting all of these bedrooms, a study and an entertainment room on one floor, which is why I love this particular, that Chesterfield plan and this Fleetwood plan. Let's see if it's got it. Second entertainment room, study, and then 3 bedrooms. So they lost a bedroom on that one. Good options down there if you wanted to go down south. Now you want to go crazy and go up north. Let's see if we can find, you know, something fun up there. You could, it's going to get incredibly expensive, incredibly fast. Something in Sandbrook Ranch, Aubrey, I think I would look at that if you're looking up north. 792, all again going to qualify on their rate promos. We got to get you in conversation and talk about the deals, get them to lower it. If we stay on the east side, come back over here, you go to Waterscape. They are in their new phase over there on some 40s and 50s. What are we rocking with? So 414 on a Monet. I love this plan. I had a ton of people building and buying this Monet plan recently. What do y'all have on the 40 side? Anything good? Show me. Nothing that meets that quick close-in timeline. This is an underrated community in my book. These new lots in the 60s and 70-foot sections would be awesome. So 537, and then again that same Monet plan. What does he got? What do they got over there on them 70s? Because in 70s they've got tons and tons of mature trees. Complete moving. Okay. Could jump on those interest rate promos and move something and make something happen. This was fun. I should do this more often, and you guys should hang out with me as we do this more often. All these builders, they're trying to hand you cash, and they're saying, guys, hey, look, here you go. Here's your money. Take it. Buy the house from us. We want to make a home last. We want to make it happen. How long are they going to keep doing this? I have no idea. But we're seeing it right now, and we're having some fun doing it. And there's some of these builders that I would run far and far away from. But some of them I would seriously consider taking their money and buying their home. So if you have questions or you need help getting through this process, we have contact information. It's on the video here. We're here to help make these things happen for you. Would love to work with you. If you have questions, let us know down in the comments. Thanks, guys. See you in the next